Bam! My people, it's about that time. If this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, known as the Crypto Trader, and I am the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. BD Kelly 1203 tradingview.com. Check me out on there. I post free charts every time I'm in there. Then you jump over to the #1 Bitcoin group in the world, #1 Bitcoin on Facebook. Check it out. Come on in. The doors are always open. And then when you're ready to put down 2 and pick up 6, jump on over to Patreon. We got 100+ people holding me down on Patreon. This is the money team. $50 a month for the Cryptopolis report, $100 for the profit package, and $250 for the boss alert messages, where every other day you getting an update from the boss BK. Bam! It's just that easy to get paid. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Make sure you like and subscribe right now. This is the fastest growing crypto community in the world. You are officially a part of history. Now let's go ahead and make this money.
Like a boss.
Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Wanted to go through today's content with you. What we'll be looking at is another edition of Death of the Dollar. It's headline news, today in the financial industry with regards to stock buybacks. Some of the big, conglomerates, Apple, Starbucks, Facebook, have propelled their longevity by buying back their shares. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to give away some free Bitcoin, and we'll also be looking at the crypto markets, how that impacts you. So if you like that, stay tuned, and we're going to jump right into it. If this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, known as the Crypto Trader, and I am the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice is another day. You get the profit as a result, and today is no exception. So with that being said, we're going to jump on over into our presentation page right here for Death of the Dollar, right? A lot of this content I do have on the website, so you can go to bossofbitcoin.com, click on videos. You'll see all the different episodes I put together at Death of the Dollar, and also you'll see Chart Like a Boss. So if you're trying to learn more about crypto, if you're just getting started, thank you for joining us. Go on over to the website, check out that content, and that will get you well on your way to being profitable and prominent in the marketplace. For everyone on the live stream, we need 50 likes to give away some free BTC. I know it's early in the day, but we should be able to get to that throughout this live stream. People will come, people will go, but if you just leave a thumbs up while you're here, then somebody will get paid before this video ends, right? So go ahead and do that. Hit that thumbs up button. It is greatly appreciated. Everybody else, let's get right to it. You see my man on the left hand side, lighting up a Cuban with a Benji, said money ain't a thing. Well, that's the problem. It is when an entire economy does not have it. One of the things I saw earlier today on Facebook was this post right here, and it talked about Goldman Sachs. This is from MarketWatch, little CJB, media organization on Facebook. But they said Goldman Sachs projects it will that stock repurchases will reach $1 trillion with a T dollars this year, up 46% from a year ago, on the backs of tax reform and strong corporate cash flows, right? And so what I wanted to discuss a little bit, number one, is that good? Is that bad? Number two, how does it impact you? And number three, what does it really mean? What is going on inside that post in itself? Well, when you click the link for this article, again, this is CJB organization number one, brought to you by Granddaddy Buffett and family. So you just have to be cognizant of the delivery of this content, right? But here we go. $1 trillion. Look at that. They've been throwing that around all week. For those of you that don't know, Apple just broke $1 trillion market cap. And I'll be doing another video on that. That's a whole video in itself. But a lot of that has been propelled by this whole stock buyback. So real quick, what is a stock buyback? Well, quite simply, the way it's supposed to work, when you buy stock, you give the company your money in exchange for equity, right? So if a stock is $100 a share, let's say, I don't even know what's $100 a share. Facebook is $100 a share. The way it used to work was I would call my Wall Street broker. Hey, broker, I want to buy Facebook stock. How many shares you want? Just one share. Okay, give me $100. He would charge me like $110 because he got to make some money too. I would say, okay, cool. Bam, bam. They would give me a certificate of issuance, basically saying, Brandon Kelly, you own one share of Facebook. You know, and then over time, when Facebook went up in value, my one share would be worth more and more and more. The problem is this. The problem is that since the last recession in 2008, one of the stimulus items that they did was they gave banks 0% loans, more or less. If you look at the federal funds rate of interest rate, it was like 0.25%, something ridiculous. And you know, when I was at Notre Dame, that was one of the things they taught us was like the risk-free interest rate. Think about that. Risk-free interest rate. It's an oxymoron. It's an anomaly. It doesn't exist. But they spent about 6 weeks telling us that if you borrow at this percent and you gain this percent over here, it's risk-free. It's guaranteed. So more or less, that's what every company did. They borrowed money from the banks at 0.025% and they bought back their own stock at a higher rate. So essentially that 0.025% they had to pay the banks back, they were guaranteed to make that amount in the equity that they bought back from the market. And this is not good. And this is a house of cards. This is what, 30, 40, 50% of the market is built up on now, is this free money that they got. And that's why, I think McDonald's is like $100-something a share. For what? Walmart, like $80 a share. GE and Ford still haven't done anything. I remember when Ford was like $2 back in 2009. And a lot of these companies, Twitter, I bought Twitter when it was like 16. Now it's like almost 50, I think. So it's like all these, and that's what we'll talk about. Let's jump back over to our website, because down here at the bottom, they talk about all the companies that are doing it, right? This is what you want to look into real quick here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Look at that. Right. And so here we go. They talk about the largest industries that are participating in this buyback. What do you see on the right hand side? Info technology and financials, right? So financials, Bank of America, TD Ameritrade, Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo. These banks get free money, number one, and then they go and buy their own stock back, right? So what are they doing with that? They're driving up the price, decreasing your equity, and increasing the payout that they get on all of their corporate golden parachutes, different things that they have built into their contracts. A lot of times these guys are paid in stock. When I worked for a bank, they were about to give me like 15 grand in stock just to stay a couple years. I said, no, thank you. Keep it. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me get that 401k, put it on the blockchain, and I never looked back. But that's a different story. But here we go. Financials, info technology, and then we jump over to, CJB media organization #1. They got the fake BK on there with his little tight shirt and tight pants, trying to draw fingertip charts. Well, this one is on the website right now talking about $1 trillion. Again, 1 trillion. You go see that a lot. That's going to be the ceiling. You won't see 10 trillion. I can promise you that. One will be the ceiling. But what do we see after that? Now they're talking about stock buybacks could be starving the economy. This is exactly what I said. All it is a form of the rich to get richer, because I can't go to the bank and get one of those 0% interest loans and buy back my own stock from publicly shared entities, right? So essentially, it dries up the market, right? And this, on top of it, seals the deal. This is like the nail in the coffin. I played that little video before I got on the air, took a screenshot of this. But they said of all the money, the restaurant industry, not just one restaurant, not just, Dave and Buster's or TGI Fridays, the entire industry, of all the profit that they made the last 2 fiscal years, 2015, 2016, they spent 137% of that money buying back their own stock. Think about that. This is what that looks like. Let me see what I got in here. This is my profit for the year. I'm a restaurant. Brandon Kelly cheeseburgers. My profit. I say, no, that's not enough. This is good, but that's not enough. I want more. Let me call up my guy, Wells Fargo. I need one of them 0% interest loans. Thank you. Okay. Let me borrow some more of this. So now I take out like about 20 or 30 more dollars on this 50, and then I go buy it back. They're borrowing money to buy back their own stock. What does that do? That, again, creates a house of cards, because now everybody's doing it. It's a destructive decision, and there's no end to it. In the little video, the little girl talked about, oh, it's not a popular, what did she say? She said, it's not a popular action or popular, what did she say? Behavior. Popular behavior. It's a popular behavior, so we should be okay with it. Well, if you go down on Skid Row, a lot of them people got needles stuck in their arm. That's a pretty popular behavior as well, but it's no good for those individuals, and it's no good for the community, and it's definitely not good for the continuity of the eclectic collective. But all Wall Street worries about is give me mine now. Make more, make more, make more. And this is how they're doing it. They're literally borrowing money to make fake money, buying up their own stocks so that they could jump out at the top and cash out. And again, I said that, this was a little bobblehead organization. It definitely is, because when you go to the very next post, 5 minutes later, they talk about the most interesting currency in the world is the British pound. So you just have to always be cognizant of what these CJB media organizations present to you. If the bobbleheads were in business to make you rich, you would already be rich. Let me check out the likes on this video. If you're in the chat right now, Big Ben, what's going on? We are. Do me a favor. If you're in the chat right now, shout your country out. Let me see if we could give away some money. How many likes we got on this video? Let me check it out real quick. 25 likes. That's not enough. We go come back tomorrow and try it again. Give you guys a chance to get in the chat. You see what stock buybacks do. They literally funnel money up to the top. Me and you don't have the ability to go out. Number one, we don't have a publicly traded company. Number two, if we did, ideally we could give some of that money to our employees. It was said in this article, let's just jump back real quick while we're waiting on everybody. Shout your country out, shout your city out, let the people know where you're at, where you're from. Let's go back to this one, right? $754 billion is what these companies have spent buying back their own stock, increasing their fake fiat paper value, right? And just, I think in 3 companies, it was like Home Depot, Lowe's, and Kmart, something like that. If they would have given that money to their employees, every employee in that company, in all of those 3 companies, would have gotten like a raise of $18,000. But instead, turn around, put it back on Wall Street, keep the money in the circle. Let's see who gets paid next. As long as we keep it in the circle, we win, you don't. That's why they call CJBs. They over there stroking each other off under the tables to see who gets the money next. Keep it in a circle. Right? So here we go. But we know that. And that's why we don't value private owned, slave labor, debt paper. Don't do it. Don't value it. Change your values. Change your worth. You know what I'm saying? Get you something hard. Get you something tangible. And ideally get you something with a B on it, laced on the blockchain. You'll be a lot better off as a result. Run tell that to Granddaddy Buffett. Here we go. Let's see. Let's do a bam. So let's see who we got rocking out with us today. Big Ben holding it down for the Nittany Lions. You know what I'm saying? Put my time in at University of Wisconsin. Hey, Joe Paul and them boys in that blue and white, they whooped us up a few times. Can't even be mad at them. Try out the boss method with long and shorts. I think that will work. I don't recommend it. Why don't I recommend it? Because we just spent about 30 minutes talking about how the banks get free money. And they're in business to take your money. So why would you bet against them in their own custom-built casino? Don't do it. You won't win. Pakistan in the building. East Lansing in the building. Big Ryan, City of Angels, boss walking on the West Coast. Dago in the building. Spliff Star, what up? See, let's get 1 or 2 more. I know it's in the daytime, people at work, but they gonna see this on their lunch break. They're gonna be like, man, we only had 25 likes. We need 50. And next time we get paid, I give y'all 30 minutes before we come on the air. 50 likes, that's all it take. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving away hundreds of dollars every month. That's all you gotta do to get your little piece, right? I wish I could give away this fiat money right now. My girl got mad at me. She said, Brandon, stop tearing up that fiat money. I said, I don't value it. So, you know, I don't tear it up anymore. I just put it up and show you guys don't value it, right? Look at that face, though. Look at that face. You think that man value you? Look at his eyes. So you better trade your whole life for me, boy. $10 an hour. No. Buckeyes in the building, stand up. OH10 Ohio players and the Wave Rider holding it down for Amsterdam. That being said, everybody, it's that time of the day. Signing out, the boss, your boy BK. Let's jump back into our resources. You already know we got the #1 Bitcoin group in the world. #1 Bitcoin. And like I said, when you're done with that, you're ready to pick up 2, put down 2 and pick up 6. Jump on over to boss of Bitcoin.com. Check out the videos, check out the products, sign up for a one-on-one. You have that option too. My schedule is available all next week. I think Miss Nani Crypto is available too. All of this, is just resources we're trying to put together to help people make money. I'm sick of my people. I'm sick and tired of my people being sick and tired. So check out the resources. Make your money for free first, right? Jump on over to videos, watch the videos. You know what I'm saying? Do your research, do your homework, get studied up, get studied up in the market so you can get suited and booted. You know what I'm saying? With some profits from the CJBs. If they dumb enough to put their money in the market, $1 trillion worth, well, guess what? We smart enough to take it. And it's just that easy. 7 and 77, fractal harmonics, boss method. You know what I'm saying? And we go keep it rolling, right? Each one, reach one, teach one. That being said, till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh. Like a boss.